it's Susan with the Noonan Carnegie Library, and I'm here with a book review for you. Today we're going to talk about The House on Tradd Street by Karen White. I loved this book. It's set in Charleston, South Carolina, which is a city I really love, so I really enjoyed reading about it, all the places I've been to, the places I've seen. It was just so enjoyable. So Melanie is a real estate agent, and she goes to see this older gentleman who seems to be interested in selling his house. He asks her a bunch of questions, and she helps him. It's a very historic house, and she has a real suspicion of old houses due to things in her past. She doesn't really like old houses, but she meets with him anyway because that's her job. And then 2 days later, she gets left the house in his will. So she's shocked. She doesn't like old houses. She doesn't want to redo a house, but the will has certain stipulations in it, so she's kind of forced into doing stuff. So she's trying to make a decision whether she just wants to let this house go or do something with it. And some Jack enters into the picture, and he's a treasure hunter. So he really has something in mind for this house that we don't really find out in the beginning. And so he wants to find out who this new tenant is. And so he meets Melanie, and they decide they're gonna renovate this house together. But there's a twist to this book. It's a little bit of a supernatural book. In a city like Charleston, just like in Savannah, you hear a lot of ghost stories. So I love how Karen White interspersed something supernatural in this book, and I don't want to go too into it because once again, we never give spoilers, but this book was really charming. I love the setting. There's some great secondary characters in this book, and I love when the town itself is a character, and I believe Charleston is. So The House on Tradd Street by Karen White. It's the first book in the Tradd Street series. There's, I believe, 6 books right now, and she's writing the 7th. So this is just a really fun series. So I highly recommend this. Come in, check it out. We also have a lot of other Karen White books if you're a fan of hers. So come on in, and we'll have it on our special shelf. And join us again soon for more book reviews.